This is Joy MC Custom Threads. Welcome back. We're excited to bring you another video about travel episodes that I recently went to Bali, Indonesia, Southeast Asia, to be precise. And I'm so grateful that I had that opportunity to go and have fun and also check on so many things that I wanted to check. But first, let's talk about Kenyans going to Bali. Kenya is in Africa, and I am POC, that is people of color. You have to be very careful wherever you're going so that you know that safety first. You have to check if the place is good for you. So I did a pre-planning. First, I had to check on my visa status. Do we require visa on arrival? Yes, we require visa on arrival, but you have to apply it 48 hours in advance. That will be good for yourself because when you land in Bali, you will not go again to start applying for visa while you're at the airport. So it's always advisable to do this early enough. I presume maybe 24 to 48 hours. You do it, it's very easy. The link is here, you link there, fill up your details. Then after that, they will send the link for you to make payments. It's always good to have a credit card or a debit card. Then before you apply even a visa, before you even settle on going to a place that you really want, it's always good to check which place do you want to go to. So do your research. I always insist on doing research on places that you want to go. As a small business owner, you have to do research on where you want to go. Yeah, another thing is join Facebook groups. If you want to go to Bali, join Facebook groups. There you'll get a lot of information. I got a lot of information from there, where it's safe, where it's not safe, why people are going to Bali, where it's cheaper, affordable, where you can get accommodation. It's always good to join these Facebook groups. I joined even Kuching, I think something called Kuching. I also downloaded the app just to see how those who've been there before me have been maneuvering their way through Bali. I also followed on Instagram. There's so many groups of people going to Bali. Bali is a destination where tourists are so many. It's a tourist destination where so many people go there. So information is very easy. Why was I doing that? Because I wanted to know the kind of food they have, the culture, the dressing code, the accommodation, where I can get good accommodation, affordable accommodation that is, and also where I can move very fast from in and out of the airport, because I like staying near the airport. I don't like missing my flight, especially in a new destination like Bali. I stayed, I think, maybe 30 minutes from the airport because of the traffic, and because the hotel that I booked was a little bit in the city, Denpasar. So that was one point. And another thing, check on YouTube. There's so many information. I wanted to go and see textiles. So what I did is I wrote down, I followed one YouTube couple. I can't remember the names. I'll check in the link. And they were talking about 4 textile shops. So I wrote down the textile shops. I think one was Silky Jaya, another one was, I can't remember the names correctly, but I wrote them down. So I knew that the third day when I'll be in Bali, I'll be going to those shops. Unfortunately, 3 of those shops were closed. The only one that was open was Silky Jaya, and I was so privileged to see Silky Jaya, which will be in another video. So yes, I checked on YouTube and I found a lot of information about Bali, about their food, about the activities, where is it safe. Bali, for real, is safe. Based on my experience, it's safe. I never experienced any racism. I never experienced anything that was extraordinary. I was okay. From all the activities I went to, from the drivers that dropped me and picked me, it was all good. Okay, explore the requirements. Before you even apply for the visa, explore the requirements. Now, I wrote down the visa requirements for those, I don't know if you can see, I don't know. But the visa requirement is this. 1, You have to make an appointment through this link. I'll put it. Fill up a form like this one. Sorry. You have to have original and copy of your valid passport, at least valid for 7 months. Your original copy and residence visa if you're coming from Dubai. Like me, when I was coming from Dubai, I was going to Bali from Dubai. I was not coming from Nairobi. I was coming from Dubai. You need your original visa. Okay? Then you need a return ticket, fully booked. Return means you're going and you're coming, to prove that you're not going to stay there without visa, because the visa is valid for 30 days. The visa that I applied for is valid for 30 days, and I think that applies to also Kenyans as well, that it's valid for 30 days. You can extend it when you're there. But I didn't have days, so I was not going to take any risk by extending visas because I was coming back to work. You also need your hotel or accommodation reservations. That is a must when you're applying for visa. You can go through booking.com, TripAdvisor. So many links are there for you to book accommodation. You can also go for Airbnb. Whichever works for you, it's okay. And then you need travel insurance. I took IG. I paid 46 dirhams, that is. So IG covered me for 5 days, and they sent me a list of coverage that they were offering, and it was okay for me. That is the one I used for applying the visa. And then you need a white background photo. That's not good. I'm back. Yeah, you need 2 white background photos, passport size, like this one here. You need last 3 months bank statement, which must have minimum of $2,000 or 8,000 dirhams at closing statement. So 3 months must have 8,000 dirhams or $2,000 at closing statement. That is your bank statement. I went with my bank statement. I have 2 bank accounts in one bank. That is the current account and the saving account. So I went for the saving account because my current account, I don't keep money there. I keep in the savings. So I went with my savings account. You can do what works for you. If your current account has money, it has to have 8,000 dirhams minimum at closing statement. You also need no objection certificate, NOC, from your employer or sponsor. The letter should state that the applicant must leave Indonesia after completing their visa. You need to have NOC if you're coming from Dubai. Like me, I came from Dubai, so I had to request NOC from my employer to show that my salary certificate, my date of employment, my leave days, they were all included in that letter. If you're going there for more than 30 days, which I wasn't, then you need a letter from Indonesian citizen as an invitation, maybe for family visit. But that one, I'm not going to talk about it because I didn't do it. The charges was USD 35. That is what I paid. That is equivalent of 137 dirhams. It's non-refundable. As you know, visa charges always is non-refundable. I've never seen where visa is refunded. Mostly when you apply, it's non-refundable. You also need to fill the financial and health protocol statement letter. Always is attached on that link that I'm providing. So when you're applying, the link, it has 2 things. You have to fill up the protocol statement letter for your health and the financial statement letter. Yes, and actually, I didn't apply it myself. It's a friend of mine who works with the immigration visa. He's also doing the Schengen visa and any other visas, international visas. He's the one who helped me to apply, but it's very easy. You can do it as well. Just the way I did, you can also do. So that is pre-planning that I did. So when I received the visa was instant like this. When you pay money, it doesn't even take more than one minute, the visa comes back. It's approved. So you have to print it and attach to your documents that you're going to travel with so that you don't forget. your insurance, your accommodation, your passport, your ticket, your accommodation. Those are things that you need to put together with the visa so that when you're traveling, travel with them and you don't forget. Because they usually ask at the airport, when you enter Bali, they'll ask you for your boarding pass, for your ticket, and for your passport. So you must make sure that you have all these things when you're traveling. Now, on the day of the travel, actually, I made a mistake. I was supposed to exchange money the previous night. It's always good when you're traveling, exchange your money into dollars. If you're going this other side of the world, this other side of the world, Africa or Asia, it's always good to change your money into dollars. And also have some coins for the currency of the destination. Like I had 400,000 rupiahs, Indonesian currency, and dollars. So I changed that. And always stay on budget, because if you write things on the budget, you'll not go overboard. So I had the budget. But unfortunately, I was busy. I went to work until the last day, and Ramadan was starting 27th. So that was the day of my travel. I couldn't go to the bureau to change money. So I had to go to the airport. When you change money at the airport, you lose some coins. So that's how I lost some coins. It's not that much, but it's a lot if you are really on budget. So I changed my money the same day I was traveling. I checked in online. I made sure I had my backpack, because I travel light, especially when I'm visiting. I don't carry a lot of luggage, because the problem with carrying a lot of luggage, when you go there to visit these destinations, you might want to buy something, and then you'll be forced to buy extra luggage, put inside your luggage, and then maybe you might end up having extra luggage, and then you start paying for extra luggage. Avoid those things. When you're going to places like this, travel light. If possible, have money to go and buy clothes from there, because the hotel already gives you toiletries, hotel gives you other things. So it's you to carry only a few things. When you reach there, you can purchase some other things. Yeah, that was me. The day of the travel. And before that, actually, I also communicated with my driver, who was already given to me by my colleague at work. She used this person for the last 6 years. She has also referred so many friends of hers to this person. So I had confidence that she was going to pick me and drop me. However, I changed again. While at work on the 26th or 25th there, another colleague of mine was going to Bali with his family 2 days prior to 27th. He asked me if I had already booked ticket and all these things. I told him yes, but I haven't booked the taxi. So he gave me the link of Klook. Klook was a godsend, actually. Can you believe that the taxi amount was only 26 dirhams? Both ways, to and from the airport at Bali, I paid only 26 dirhams. While my driver, yes, he was good, he was picking me up, but his charges was above by around 100,000 rupiah. So $1 equals to 14,400 rupiah. For those who are going to Bali, you need to know the exchange rate. The exchange rate changes every now and then. Not only Bali, everywhere you go, you have to be familiar with the exchange rate. You have to be familiar, because if you don't know, then it will be very hard for you to maneuver your ways. So I already knew $1 equals to 14,400 rupiah. 1 dirham equals to 3,900 rupiah. So you do your maths. So I engaged a driver who took me around many things. I was able to do 15 activities, but the main thing was to go and check the textile industry in Bali. And I was so amazed. I'll show you in another video about what I found out on textile industry, and I was so happy. The shop was neatly arranged, and it was so beautiful. Hi guys. Another tip I forgot to tell you guys is when you're booking your accommodation, especially if it is a hotel, always check if they have free shuttle from the airport to your hotel. That will save you some coins. That will definitely save you some coins. Always check if you have a shuttle from the airport to the hotel. Another tip, always have exchange rate app on your phone, such that when you go somewhere, you're going to buy something, don't start asking people, how much is that in USD though? In USDs? Some people don't know USDs. Use dollars. Always know the exchange rate. Have the exchange rate app on your phone. Also have a time converter. Bali and Dubai, it's apart by 4 hours. So if you're moving from here to Bali, you'll arrive there. Let's say my flight left here at 9:10. Dubai time, because the flight time is 9.5 hours. So you add 9.5 hours to Dubai, to Bali, then deduct 4 hours. You'll know the time in Dubai. So you have to know, you have to download time converter so that you don't get confused. Okay? And then because everybody online was saying there are a lot of mosquitoes, I don't know where they were sleeping anyway. I never saw any mosquitoes. However, in my bag, I had the mosquito repellent. I have so many things about mosquito. I had stockings, but I never had any mosquitoes because I was staying at Ibis. I also had a discount at Ibis, which is a staff discount. I will not talk about it, but it was a good deal. So Ibis was good for me, and that's where I stayed. Anything else that I've forgotten? Yeah, I forgot about the vaccinations. Just because we are out of COVID doesn't mean that regulations are now back to normal. Always carry your vaccination card, the COVID-19 vaccination card, because you never know when it will be asked about. So carry it and don't get, carry it wherever you can. Just carry it. It will save you a lot of things. So that is all from my end. I think I've finished everything. If I check on this list, I don't think I have anything else that I've left that I haven't talked about. The other thing is always know that requirements and regulations can change. It's always essential to stay informed and check for any updates or changes to travel advisories and entry requirements before you departure. Yeah, I kept on checking, and even that same day, visa rules for other nations had changed. Before, they never used to apply, like I think India and other destinations, they had visa on arrival. Now that date changed and they were supposed to apply for visa before they arrived. Yeah, guys, that is all about me and about my trip to Bali. If you have any questions that you want me to address, especially about textile, I will be free to do it. So just DM me or send me. All my social media account is Custom Threads. That is IG, Facebook, you'll get me as Custom Threads, YouTube as Custom Threads. That's all I had for you. But I pray that God sees you through everything that you do, and stay safe and stay healthy and continue grinding. That's all from my end. Cheers! Guys, I forgot to talk about clothes. We are in modest wear. Bali generally has a relaxed and casual atmosphere, especially during this season. There's no rain. Actually, when I left, there was rain. But all the time, people were saying there's no rain. There was rain. My second last day and my last day, there was a lot of rain. So I didn't do any activities. But mostly dress up is casual. But it's always good to have modest wear, especially if you're visiting temples. In the temples, you need to have modest wear because they will give you something called, I think, sarong or something like that, to tie yourself up, to tie around your waist and go to the temple. So I was able to do that, but I was modestly dressed. It's always, and it's hot as well, so you don't have to go with boots, and you need lightweight clothes, actually, sundresses, something like that. Actually, I had clothes I had ordered, but they didn't arrive, so I had to go to Bali and buy 2-3 clothes, I think, shirts and all these things. You need to have sandals, you need to have heels if you're going to the office. Like me, I was going to visit some textiles, so I had carried some casual because I thought we'll have meetings and all this, but I didn't get. So I just went normal wear. So it's always good to have that. Footwear, sandals will do, and some close shoes if you want, sneakers and all that. So dressing is, don't bother so much about dressing. Nobody's gonna check on you on how you dress. It depends on you. If you want to be modest, you have to keep yourself respectful. Otherwise, that is all. And if you're going for dinner, maybe with friends, you can also have evening wear. which Custom Threads is specialized in making evening wear. Evening wear is very beautiful. You can wear to go with friends, or you can wear to just go for dinner yourself. That's how all I had prepared actually. So dressing code, food was very good. You know, I'm one person who doesn't eat a lot of food, and I also don't like just eating any food. But that food from in Indonesia was good. Most of the time, their burger was so good, their French fries was good, there are other types of food that I tested was so good. There was this thing called black soup, I don't know what that was. I didn't take a photo, but it was nice as well. It was tasty, the food was tasty, I can't complain about that. There's no day that I missed out saying that the food was bad, because it was good. Where there is where there's good food, you have to say there's good food. So that was good food. There was, okay, I've talked about the food, I've talked about the dressing, the culture. I was able to go to a cultural dance, and in that cultural dance, it was good actually, but it was very long. I also took photos and videos of it, and I think I've uploaded. You can check on my channel and see if it suits you. But for me, it was all about entertainment, you know, entertainment in so many ways. I also visited jewelry where they make earrings, they make a lot of things actually. Indonesia is rich in reservoirs, rich in natural resources, gifts from people, especially things like embroidery, making things with their hands. They are very, very gifted, and it's neat. Even their textile is very, very original, organic. It's very nice, guys. If anybody wants to go back, you can arrange and we can go back again and have fun, guys. Bye. Take